And we are back with the new Airfield. This time we don't have a new region or anything, it's just a complete rework of Airfield. And once again, before we go into the game, I want to thank Wargaming for providing a map picker account, allowing me to get much quicker a good view of the map by playing quite a lot of games already on these two new maps, and also being able to very quickly already showcase you the differences because of how I felt these changes. And I have to applaud Wargaming for having the balls to actually make such a massive change to a map, because that is not Airfield anymore, let's be completely honest. It's a completely new map and it plays completely differently. The only real thing which is still an Airfield is, let me just quickly showcase to you, is this airstrip. And I have to be honest, I don't even think that Ryanair pilots would be able to start from here with how close it is to foliage and how close it is to this little itty tower here. Well, today I have two gameplays to you. One of which is with my Manticore, which is slow but steadily making its way over, because I quickly want to talk about this line over here. Because, I don't know, it feels a little bit like a bait, you know. It is not really that useful. Not only is RagingRaptor here being a raging I'm stupid, because not only do I get spotted by the CS63, look how I'm driving, look what I'm doing, and that is why I'm getting slammed by the Gorilla 15 back there, because yes, TTs still can camp over there, and yes, the Gorilla 15 is able to actually shoot around here. So you as a heavy tank do have to be careful. But one thing which is also now new, I can drive over here and not be stupid and actually use a double bush, and I will be able to do damage over there. Which is pretty darn cool, because it allows me to have some skill expression. Yes, the Manticore is a mighty core and its gun is a battleship gun, it does insane amount of damage, and DPM and whatever, sarcasm. I still am able to do damage there, and I can use the double pushing here. You can see, and we do damage. That is cool. That is cool skill expression, and because no scouts are over there, that works. The main problem is more with this position over here. You just saw it, these people got absolutely slam-a-rammed by not only the Gorilla 15 in the back, but also by some other vehicles, so that is not good. What is good, however, is the fact that you can play down here. I got a separate replay for that as well in just a second, but that is cool. Look at this. You have so many angles here where you have to check out and what you want to do and what you want to do, but you are safe here. Like, the TDs, they can't really shoot in here, you know? So if you really want to be a heavy tank, you can fully express yourself back down here. And that works out really, 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 really cool. Like, genuinely, I like that. And before this can opener is opening my Mighty Core, I would quickly jump over into the other replay so you see a little bit of the other side of the map. This time around, we are playing in a KPC, and yes, because we are a heavy tank, we are going to go straight down the middle into the canyon, and I can quickly speed it up because, yeah, not a lot of changing here. I do have to say though that this side feels much stronger, because look at this. I'm perfectly hull down here. And the Hori is like, nope! And he already got slammed. Somebody else which is going to get slammed is this 430U over there. As you can see, the E4 completely slammed him. But yeah, look at this. No, I'm safe here. There's no TD able to shoot at me. And because nobody's coming, we are able now to drive around, you know? It's not camp field anymore. Yes, there are still camp spots. We will see them in just a second. But look at this. I can drive through here, and now I can be speedy. I can look what is going on here. I don't see anybody, and now I can try to run to get behind these dunes. I will get spotted from over there because the 268 is over there, but see how late I got spotted? I got here for free! For free! And do you remember my Airfield preview video where I said, oh, I hope these dunes are big enough? Boy, they big. Look at this! I can play here with a heavy tank. Yes, there is luckily no arty, praise God. But, and we don't talk about that shot. Do not talk about that shot. But look at this. We can play here. We can play here. That is so cool. And we didn't even look at this position over there. Nobody went there yet because the map feels very, very big. Because let's be honest, from this 1000 by 1000 meter map, it feels like 950 by 950 is actually, you know, playable. It makes the map huge. I think this is one of the main complaints a lot of people right now have, that these maps feel very, very big. Ensk region and this map in particular. But look at this. We are now able to actually try to push into them. But yes, this position up here is very, very strong. And no, you cannot get up here. There is an invisible wall. Happy hands. But yeah, you didn't saw me yet, but I just drove over here, you know. And I can now try to find the enemy camping these. I do have to also watch out that I'm not trading HP for info, because that would be very, very tragic. Because that's, I think, what I'm doing right now, because the 268 just spotted me right there. And because he shot, you know, I kind of have to take the shot, which is very stupid, because I did not know at this point that the Gorilla 15 is up there, which can completely slam around me. But look at this. Yes, the bases. We can quickly check the bases out, because this is also a very important point. The bases have hard cover. In the base. Yes, in the base. This one is fairly small. You know, it's just this little rock. But the other base, this one actually has pretty darn big hard cover. It's this spot over there where the whole reef is. That is pretty darn cool. It is really, really darn cool. It makes the map more dynamic. But it also makes it a little bit harder to sometimes push into the enemies, because the TDs have some very, very good spots to camp at. And you will see it. Again, up there, you saw the F3 pop up. And the Gorilla 15 is up there as well. So let me quickly reload this shot and slam him in the face with the HE. And I just saw both shot, you know, they're both on reload. So I can take this second shot with HE as well. And oh my god, boys. It just feels so cathartic to do like 1100 damage in 2 shots. Splendid. Absolutely splendid. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Like how the map feels, yeah? I feel like Airfield feels better than Ensk region. It feels more dynamic. And Wargaming can play around with the dynamicness of the map by introducing something like ebb or flow, you know? That could be really, really cool. But yeah, the map in the end is now a little bit over, because the enemy lost this one and only the RHM was left. And in my opinion, only really this spot over here is kind of useless. Doesn't really work anymore. TDs became on some situations stronger, but on most situations less strong. And you can see as a heavy tank, and this is the main issue all the time with Campfield, you know, you can now do things. You can go down here, you can go around, and again, if you're down there, you're very, very, very safe. You're very secure. Like, really, you are secure. The only point where you get damage is potentially when you cross here, because the enemies can be up there, you know? But, do you see it? There are no bushes which they can use, so they will be spotted when you peek around. So you can still go here and then start slam-ramming them in their buttholes. But you have to watch out then that you don't get slammed by somebody which is potentially around here, not there, because again, you have enough cover. That's also something we still need to learn. What are the new angles? But they feel good. They really do feel good. They really do feel good. Like, yeah, I'm happy. So now I want to know, are you happy? Do you think these reworks are great or not? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is RagingRaptor, and thank you so much for your attention. Cheers.